Outdoor light fixtures. If you're like me, you probably never even pay them any mind until a light bulb needs replaced. That is, until your wife tells you that the ones you have are old and need replaced, and you got to take a better look at them. So, if you've ever wondered how to replace a light fixture, stick around. We're going to show you. As just a common man, answer some very common questions. All right, so the first thing that you need to do is make sure that you have the power shut off to the light fixture that you're working on. I'm actually replacing all of them around the house, so it's several different breakers that I've got to figure out. I've got this one shut off. Just make sure that you get your power cut off. If you have a buddy, or in my case, my daughter's helping me, I kicked the light on, went down, shut the breaker off that I thought was it. She told me if I had the light turned off or not. Just keep going until you make sure you get the right one turned off, okay? For each of us, it's going to be different how your existing light fixture is attached to the house. I've already done a couple of them here at the house, so I know. You may not be sure, so you're just going to have to kind of figure it out as you go. For me, I know that this fixture is only attached to the cover here, so I could pop it off. If you're not sure, there's two screws that come through. You can always just take those off first, so we'll take these off just to show you what you're looking at as you get into your project. You don't need a whole lot of tools for something like this. Make sure you have a good step ladder. I'll be using a drill, a screwdriver, and then I do have to make a couple measurements that we'll talk about later on, so you might want to have a tape measure and a pencil on hand, different things like that. Once you get those screws off, you can pull it off of here. As I said, I know mine is attached to this, so we're just going to pop the whole piece off, and then you can see your wires are connected. Again, make sure your power's turned off. As long as you're good to go, you're just going to pull these wire nuts off, unscrew them, once you get those off, just take your wires loose. And then any kind of cleanup you need to do to get the dirt out of there, that's it. So, we're done here until we have the next fixture ready to put onto the wall. So we'll take this down and I'll show you how to get the next one fixed up and ready to go. All right, so as you can see, we've got our old light fixture down. I've got everything unpacked out of the box. So just as you're going through your box, make sure that you do have all of your parts before you get going. Make sure nothing's missing, contact whoever you need to contact in case you are missing some things. We've got the directions here as well. Again, like I said, I've already done a couple of these, so we don't need those. And because I'm not doing a new installation, I'm replacing old ones, there are some things that are going to be just a little bit different. We've got our light fixture off. We're going to pull it out, and you can see there's a bracket similar to the one that was in the box. Now, if everything matched up, I could just use this existing bracket. As you can see, the screws are closer together on the new bracket than they were on the old one. So I'm going to have to take this one off, and then we'll show you how to get the next one put on and lined up. Okay, so we've taken the old bracket off of the plate and we've gone ahead and got the new one on. And just to explain a little bit of what we've done here, so we said earlier that the screws on this one were closer together than the old bracket was, so we had to get everything centered up and lined up. So in order to do that, it's very simple. I just wanted to find the center point. We have an 8-inch plate, so we measured up 4 inches and drew a center line across, and then it's a 7 inches wide plate, so obviously 3.5 is center. The screws were 3 inches apart, so off of a 3.5 inch center, we went 1.5 inches each way. So then on that center line, I marked it at 2 inches and 5 inches from the edge. At that point, I drilled a hole on each side, put the screws through, and then attach the bracket to it. And now you can see the bracket is tight to the plate. At this point, we're going to go ahead and attach our light fixture to it. So the hole here was what came from earlier when we had the old light fixture attached. This was actually on top, but because the ground wire and everything on this fixture is coming out of the bottom, I'm just going to flip it around and bring it around the other way. This will fit either way, so it's not a big deal. So simply feed your wires through the hole. Along with your ground wire. And then you're going to line the holes up on the fixture with the hole or with the screws that are coming through the plate. The only thing that attaches here are these little nuts that come with your new fixture. Screw both of them on. Make sure they're nice and tight. And your light fixture is now attached to your wall plate. So the next thing we're going to do, get back up on the ladder, hook our wires back up, and we're just about done. Okay, so we're ready to get everything hooked back up. Again, make sure your power's still off, that you haven't done anything there, and then you're just connecting the color wires together. So white goes with white, and take the one off of your new fixture. Just try to wrap it around a little bit, get your wire nut, and then tighten them up nice and tight. Black with black. Again, wind it around just enough to hold it. Your wire nut on until it's nice and tight. And then connect your ground wire again. We'll just wind it around and connect it together. You can take electrical tape and wrap around these wires if you want to. I'm not going to, but you can do that. You can take tape and just wind everything together, make sure it's all good. And at this point, we're ready to put everything back together. So we'll just tuck our wires into the opening. Fit it on nice and tight. We'll get everything put together and get the light back on and show you what it looks like when it's all finished up. Okay, as you can see, we put the top on the light fixture. We got a new light bulb in there. I went down, turned the breaker back on, everything works. So it's not a hard job, just take a little bit of time. Again, make sure that you have everything you need before you get started, and then put all of your wires together, matching everything up accordingly, and you can do a simple job in a matter of no time. So hope you liked it, hope you learned a little something. Again, just a common man answering some very common questions.
He gone.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed and maybe even learned a little something. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. And if you have a question about something, make sure to leave us a comment down below. We'll see if this common man can answer your very common question.
She gone.